Hey guys, today I'm gonna be taking you through a gameplay of a game I just played. Um, yeah, so honestly, my first time doing this, so I apologize if there's, like pauses or me sounding weird. I also am feeling a little sick, my nose is stuffy, but um, yeah, so I'm just gonna start from the beginning, really. So I didn't really want to land. I usually land tilted because I really go for the high kill games, but today I just wanted to land in a new part of the map. And usually over here there's a lot of people that are here, but this is the one and only time that no one was here. I even look around to see nobody. But so some tips about how to win these types of games. Next time I want to take you more populated area, but we start off in, I think, Paradise, or this is another part. Honestly, don't even know all the names of the places yet. But so I get the pump and attack. Having both of them really is like, there's no need for it. But the most important thing about the landing is picking up every gun you can find, because you need those guns. You don't want to give them to anybody. You don't want to make sure that you pick up everything you can. So as you see, I dropped my pump, and that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. But before you go out of the building, you want to make sure you have everything on the right buttons. You want to make sure that you're all set up. But yeah, it's all about the landing, really. Your early game is probably the most important part, because the early game, doesn't matter how much skill you have, when you can build your ass off. It's like, if they have a gun, you don't, you're dead. Unless they're that bad, you can pickaxe them to death. But yeah, so I pick up that first kill and just go to loot them real quick, and that's how I picked that up. And oh, okay, so it skips right into it. Alright, cool. So I skip forward to this next part. There's a guy standing still. Honestly, I don't know what he was doing. I even gave it like half a second to see if he was gonna move, but honestly, just finished him off with the kill. Looted him. I was kind of wondering which one to pick, because the blue suppressed gun is good. Don't get me wrong, but so is the what's that new gun? The drum gun. They're both really good. So I was kind of stuck between them, but decided to just pick up both and drop the burst. 'Cause honestly, like, some machine guns are like the game right now. Like, that is the meta right now, is also machine guns. So what you're about to see is, I hear somebody, and you just kind of want to wait around, don't move too much, or else they'll hear you too. But he was just kind of moving back and forth, so I was like, okay, might as well get the high ground on him, make sure he doesn't build up above me, get up before he does. So now I just play the waiting game. And, you can be really aggressive, but you don't have to be dumb about it, you can, like, play it smart, and, you don't have to run in the building like an idiot just because you want, high kill games. You could have a trap anywhere. I have 150 now. Traps, that'll be my whole health. So I just wait for him, find him, just kill him just like that. Pick up minis, minis over medkits any day, and pick up the non-burst, just a normal assault rifle, and then decide to go with the blue drum gun. And I dropped those 2 grenades because honestly, 2 grenades are not that useful. If it was 3, if it was 3, I would have kept them. But 2 grenades, it's just like, you can build up pretty fast with that. But 2 of them will usually knock the whole structure down, and the third one would be the one that does damage, like when they're falling and as they're trying to build. And you see, I just fall into some guys not suspecting me, so I just finish him off. So now we have, what, 4 kills, and the circle is going to close in like 2 minutes. And, I'm not doing too bad. I got a couple kills here and there. So this one part's kind of boring. Honestly, I'll just, talk through this, but, so basically what you want to, the most important thing to me is the early game. Honestly, that is where everyone chokes, where everyone messes up, and there's no skill in Like, there's no skill cap. Like, you can't be, you know, you can be good or bad, no matter what, but in the early game, like, you know, anything goes. So, you want to make sure you have a strong early game, you get your loot, you make sure you have good guns to get you through, and make sure you have good materials to help you. But, yeah, you know, just, you just don't want to die, honestly, and you want to play it smart, because, you know, you don't have 500, 300 mats to help yourself live, so you want to make sure you're not not wasting time, but not wasting time as in staying in one place for too long. Because if you stay in one place for too long, you know, besides like tilted maybe, then you're just really wasting time. Like I did here, which I wouldn't necessarily call it wasting because I have some jump pads, and now I have 30 seconds to get out of the storm when I know how far it is. Which is kind of a mistake, because I should have left a while ago, but, you know, I bounce pad my way through, finally make it over here, and then, these rifts are really, really good in my opinion. Like, so you could be so far, you could be about to die to a storm, and you get that, and immediately you're saved. Like, how high they put you in the air is insane. So what I do here is something that I honestly wouldn't advise people to do, but since I only had 4 kills and there are 13 people left, I really did want to get more kills, like at least 10. So I did something you probably shouldn't do, and I went in the middle of the circle, where you don't want to do that because, you know, if you tend to do that, people can corner you from both, like any side out of the storm. But I see someone, I take some shots on him. You know, you don't have to build anything crazy right now, just yeah, build one ramp, didn't even build a front to it. He didn't even shoot a shot, because I know he was trying to snipe me. Then I hear this sniper to the right of me, so I just build. Make sure I have all that, take the better gun. You know, Scar is actually very good. And you always need, so since there's 11 people left, you know, and I'm 10, you always want to, for the late game, you want to make sure you have explosives, because that will make or break a game. So I messed up right there, but and these grenade shots, because of the way the hill's set up, you had to. I messed up. I made the mistake of not watching where my first grenade launcher went, and I keep making the mistake. So I'm shooting more to the left now. Hopefully, try and bounce it to the right to hit him. As you can see, I missed. You know, instead of wasting my half of my clip for my grenade launcher, you know, I decided to go up a little, challenge him. And I know he's trying to snipe me, so trying to be careful. And now there's someone else trying to snipe me, so this is why you don't want to be in the middle, because people will come at you from all angles. But now he's building up higher, and I know I can knock him down. After I knock him down, I want to make sure I build, and you know, I mess up there. Now we're in a close quarters fight, so you always want to make sure you put a wall in front, because he has an RPG, probably take damage from that. So you want to make sure you get the high ground. Make sure you don't get shot at from the sides. That's what sucks with these fights. You're not always going to have time to breathe. I mean, you always need to make sure you're not vulnerable to anyone. So if I was standing here and I didn't have those walls around me, then, you know, I would have gotten shot from someone else. So I see he's underneath through the small wood cracks, and I go in there and just honestly spray with the submachine gun. Submachine guns just shred materials. So I get some bullets. I know I have to get down. You know, I'm in the circle, but I can't stay here, you know. Make sure to build some cover, because I know there are people all around me. Make sure I'm safe and not exposed. Just make sure I, and since there are only 4 bullets left in there, I wanted to get C4s, because honestly C4s are so good, you know. You can usually use 1 and knock down a whole fort, whereas that'd be like the equivalent of like 2 or 3 of my grenade launcher. Yeah, my grenades from the grenade launcher, but so I see this guy right here. I know he doesn't see me, so I just gun him down, really, you know. The thing about that, I know a lot of people like to stand still when they shoot, which I do sometimes, but because I know my position and know where I'm at, and there are people probably from every side, I'm not gonna stand completely still, even though, you know, my accuracy be right on. As long as I keep my gun near him, my cursor, um, you know that it's most of the shots are gonna hit. And the fact that he didn't build was his biggest mistake, because the number one thing you want to do when you get shot is build. You don't want to just take it all in, because no matter what, you're gonna get, you know, even if they have a bad shot, you're gonna lose unnecessary health. So I see this guy, and I know the storm's closing, so I just know I have to keep blowing down his fort, and I'm gonna just hit him with that. You see, if I had a pump, and excuse me, and a drum gun, then that would be that wouldn't work. It might have if I hit him in the head, but chances are I hit him with my pump in the, you know, in the leg, and I don't kill him immediately, and then he either one pumps me in the head, or because he had a pump, and that was his mistake. Not only is the pump slow when you like pull it out, but it takes a while to fire. Not like, you know, not noticeable, but you know, I can pull out attack and start shooting immediately, but pump, you gotta pull out, make that cocking sound, and then shoot. So that in that time it took for him to pull it out, I already had my attack out and I was already shooting, spraying at him. So I see this guy right here, so I just make sure I get you know, some ground to look down on him. And now since he's building at me, I can't just be shooting at his thing, because he's already gonna be high ground and he can just connect his sword of mine. But I can tell he knows how to build relatively well, so I have to be careful. I think at one point I was crouching, so I was just going real slow. It messed me up. So, you know, he messed up big time there, because what he could have done was literally just destroyed my structure. That's what I'm thinking of doing right now, but now I see he's on top of me. And see, I don't know if he glitched through mine or what, but he should have taken the shot. There's so many times where he should have just shot me. So, he honestly messed up. I get, you know, one good shot on him. You know, after that, make sure I shoot again. Just the first two. You know, just use that, you know, submachine gun, whatever you have, and just spray him down, you know. Make sure to catch all the materials before I let it fall. And then right here, I hear, you know, in a second, yeah, I hear the RPG coming, so I want to make sure I can use my bounce pad and just get out of there. Now, I don't know if if it's gonna knock down or what, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm just gonna blow it up, or not blow it up, bounce pad out of there. So now you have to look at, you know, what's your options now. You see that the storm's over there, someone's built a fort all the way up pretty high. And you see that there's a large mountain. So, for me, I'm trying to think, you know, what should I do? So in my head, I'm like, alright, let's just launch pad out of here and see where it takes us and see what I can find out. So, you know, I build up away from them because I don't want anyone shooting my structure. Which it wouldn't have mattered, I wouldn't have taken too much fall damage, but I happen to go that way. I happen to see this wood getting built, and I see someone, and I know there's you know, 3 people, so 2 more left. I have 9 kills and 1 more for that 10 bomb. Which isn't anything amazing, I know, and I wish I could have got the other videos recorded, but I had 2 games before this, and believe it or not, I won both of them. The first one was 14, the second one was like 12. 12 kills, and this one wasn't too bad. But I see this guy just jumping around, no shield, no nothing. I don't even think he was medkit. He used medkit or campfire, which is weird. So now I know it's a 1v1, and I remember where that guy is. I remember he is over in his big fort. So now it's late game. I mean, it's been late game, but this is, you know, the final battle. So you have to think, you don't want to get sniped. You know he has a sniper. So what are you gonna do? Try a grenade launcher. But as you can see, that's the thing about grenade launchers. You can spam them, but the range isn't, you know, all that great. But I know he has a sniper, so I want to make sure I make it hard for him to snipe me down. So I see he's jumping down. So I'm just gonna spray at him, try and get him, and he takes the rift, which, like I said, is literally a make or break in the game. You know, the rift is crazy. I hit 1 good shot on him right here. No, just 1. Everything else just missing. So I know he's gonna come up the hill. So I'm preparing. I'm making sure I get a little bit of high ground, and I see it. So I'm gonna knock him, trying to knock, and I see he's building over there. So I just, you know, try and blow it up. But you gotta remember, he has a sniper. So 1 shot from that can kill you. I do a little bit of damage, do a little bit of damage again. You know, now I gotta reload. Hit him again. You know, I know his shield's down. He's probably gonna take small pots, but I knew he used the bounce pad, so he took no falling damage. So I know he's gonna be low. So this is the make or break fight. This is what I have to do. I see him below me, and all I have to do is shoot. And you won't believe it. Literally doing so well. Miss every bullet there. That was my first mistake, and not building. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I couldn't pull out the dub, but 10 kills ain't too bad. Obviously don't do what I did the last minute, but everything else, you know, try and keep it smart and don't do anything I wouldn't do. As in falling. Thanks for watching.